Matt Gagner back to serve. Good deep 5 serves to the outside. Swings slow into the seam and gets blocked by number 16, Daniel Jacobs. Good high pass by the outside. And the middle
Tagged him.
tags the other middle. That's a middle hate crime right there. That's what I think. What do you think about that, Katie Overstreet?
I think it was a middle playing defense.
Oh, typical middle defense. Is that what you're saying? Back to serve. Good pass by the outside. Gets the middle going. That is a middle hate crime. What do you think about that, Katie Overstreet?
I'm distracted.
You have to pay attention.
I have to keep score. No, I'm keeping score.
Here in rotation 3, receive for the Rising Tide. Let's see if they can get something going. Great pass by that outside. Nice little defensive play by the right side. 16, which is Daniel Jacobs. And they get the middle in transition. He puts that ball away. Nice job. Brandon Greenway back to serve. He just recently played overseas in the Super Indian League. And
Super what?
I think the Super Indian League.
Indian?
Yeah, something like that. And why my, he is a great addition to the VLA as he clears the tape on that one, gets them out of system a little bit. Down balls to libero, middle's in transition, good up by number 11, sets the outside. High down the line once again by number 13, Trenton Lance. Good play by the Dallas Dogs. A lot of defensive plays, a lot of transition plays. Good job on their part.
Who's the Dogs' guy? Who's their guy?
I would assume, I think number 11, Isaiah Akfale? Akfal? I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, Isaiah Akfal. He's from Hollister, California, who played at Clark University.
Clark University?
Yep, Clark University.
Your
that's
alma mater?
Good touch by Isaiah. Good run in the bick right over there. Swings it just a little bit too long.
Oh, line judge called it in.
That's a great play by the setter. That's a great decision. I think that's a good play by him. He just was a little over-aggressive, didn't snap well enough on his wrist, and that's why that ball's out of bounds. Good play. Getting the middles involved a little bit. High out of system ball. Triple block up on the Rising Tide. Not able to close that block. That's why he hits that seam and he's able to score that point. Nice job on Isaiah's part. Anybody see that score that's all the way down to the very corner? That's the team that I'm supposed to be playing.
13 to something.
Thank you.
13-21.
Thank you. Who's winning? What side?
Right side, right?
Okay. Good block, touch by the middle. Transition right here. Sets the right side. Just the smallest gap in the block, and he scores that point.
That through.
Nice job. Nice job on Jacob's part. You're not doing your job.
I'm not going to talk as much. I'm going to tell you that much.
She is not. Nice dump by Joe Kaliakama. Katie Overstreet, tell me, how is the women's Ascension team going?
How are we doing?
Yeah,
We're
what
doing
is your
fantastic.
thoughts from the men's team transitioning to the women's team right now with our first year going on the women's side? How do you feel about the team with things going that way?
Well, we've been together about a year now. We're picking up a lot of new teams around the country, which is awesome.
Nice.
But still not a ton of local teams. But I think our team in particular has made a ton of progress, and I'm excited to see where we go.
Oh, well, I'm so happy to hear that.
Thank you.
I think you've just had a couple of really good coaches this last year. Who do you think your coaching staff, how do you think of them? What do you think of them?
How do I think of them?
Yeah.
Who got that point?
I know they have the great.
They've been great. Our practices are fantastic, super competitive, quality reps, great energy by Calais.
Kalei who?
Kalei Rubin, my co-commentator here today.
Thank you.
We just have a
Yeah.
great time.
I hope so. You know, that's all props to Chris Magnulog. Hashtag shout out to him. Chris Magnulog, I wouldn't be here
Gotta share
without you
some love
today.
for Chris, for sure.
He does all the work. I just kind of play volleyball with you guys. Short serve by Libero. Great up. Joe Kayakimura says, take that. And he doesn't put the ball down high out of system set. A little bit too aggressive. Tries to swing the low seam right there. He's got to go high off the hands in order to score that point, or at least give them a chance to have the Dallas Dogs get them out of system and Rising Tide make an error, hopefully.
That's right.
Dude, I'm going to watch this guy and I'm going to be like, this guy's an idiot. Oh, my goodness.
There he goes.
What a banger.
That's their guy. That's what he said.
That's their guy. That's who I think their guy is. He's that OH1, Isaiah. I don't know how to say his last name. Akfale? I don't know. I mean,
That's how I would say it.
Yeah. The first set, right? I mean, thank you.
Good.
Joe Kayakimura back to serve again. Reigning MVP of the VLA the last 2 seasons in a row, I think. He played for...
He just got back from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Did a season over there.
Did a season in Puerto Rico for like 2 or 3 months. Came back, dominated in Puerto Rico. Now he's back in the United States, and he's dominating here. What are your thoughts on Joe Kayakimura?
Joe's just been in the game for so long. Like, there's really no denying his talent. He's fantastic. I love watching him play.
Everything he does just seems so flawless. And the great thing about him is that he's made plenty of mistakes, and he's learned from them. That's the thing that makes Joe Kayakimura such a great player, is that he's a learner. He's a student
Always
of the
learning,
game.
Yes. I see, no matter how old you've been, how old you are, how long you've been playing, there's always something to learn, always something to improve on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is one person in the VLA that you should be looking towards, is Joe Kayakimura, as he will most likely be in the runnings for the MVP again. I think I broke this. What's going on?
Oh, what a bummer. That was a great dig.
Oh! Hear that in the... Ow! There's nobody watching right now. It's so funny.
Oh, that's great, actually.
Good high swing by
I'm sorry, you were there.
Brandon Greenway using the hands off of number 13, Trenton Lance. Brandon Greenway is usually an outside, but today he has to play right side because they are short on options right now. Some of the Rising Tide teams showed up late, but Brandon Greenway is more than capable of filling that right side position.
Is it 16? 17, 16? The score, sorry. 16. Okay, thank you.
Daniel Jacobs back to serve. He's got a nice little top spin. Nice little snap on the wrist right there. Good up by Daniel Jacobs. Sets the outside high out of system. And he just goes OT over the top. Hitting that deep corner. What a play by Trenton Lance.
Is that your coach over there? I don't know what. I've seen her before.
She plays at Ottawa.
Is she going to play for Ajax?
I don't know.
Is she good? Have you seen her play?
I've never seen it. Lance back to serve. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Jacobs. Jacobs back to serve. Good, way to put
Nice
pressure
pass.
on that ball. Nice high pass in the middle of the court. Anything that's 10 feet off is considered a 3 pass for Joe Kayakimura. He can make anything out of that ball.
That's true.
Even there, that's a perfect set by him. Oh! And they call the net. The down ref, Turner Douglas, who plays at Ascension Volleyball, not the brightest tool in the game, but
You gotta love him, though.
gotta love him. Look at him standing there, all confident with that net call. Turner Douglas, what an idiot that guy is. Good serve, nice pass again by that outside. Brandon Greenway high off the hands. Great block touch by Trenton Lance. Libero's just not able to run that ball down. Sam Schuldenberg, who I've never seen before, but he is one fantastic libero for the last 2 days. He's just putting up dimes.
Do you know how long the Dallas Dogs have been around?
I am not sure.
Ooh.
I think this is their first or second year, Dallas Dogs. How long have the Dogs been around?
I think this is the second.
Yeah, second year, the Dallas Dogs. And when they just went into the recent VLA Cup, they actually took second, lost to Team IX in the finals.
To Team IX, right?
Yeah, Team IX in the finals, and they got swept.
Wow.
Yeah, Team IX, who's got a lot of players from Ottawa University in Arizona, and they actually dominated that whole tournament. They had a lot of guys on the roster. They had a nice captain, Tyler Gardenhire, but they just weren't able to pull away the win on that one. Rare mistake by Joe Koyakamoa. But I like how he's being aggressive in the front row. Joe Koyakamoa needs to be aggressive as a setter.
Always. He's
Pushing
a very
that ball to the pin.
setter.
Yeah, it's very effective, but he's got to stay aggressive. Just because he made a mistake, he's not going to let it loose. He's just going to keep going. Watch him make up this next dump. He's going to make it a beauty right here, I believe.
Are you out?
Thank you. What happened?
I thought you were leaving.
Oh, no, not yet. So crafty. What a crafty player he is. That's funny thing is that ball was going out of bounds. It just grazed him on the shoulder a little bit, and he knows it. He's an honest player. I respect him. Nice pass by the outside. Gets the middle going. There he goes. Joe Koyakamoa being aggressive. Nice job on his part. Sets the D ball. Hits into the net. Unforced error from Daniel Jacobs. Very rare mistake that he makes. Dallas Dogs comes right back, setting their middle on that situation, and he puts the ball away. Nice job. Quick pass by him.
Oh, wow.
And
Saw it
up
coming.
there
Saw it coming.
is Matt Gagner and Isaiah Akfau.
Just go with first names.
But everyone professional does last names.
Let's just go with first names. I can't vouch for their last
Okay. Unforced error yet again by Rising Tide Brandon Greenway. A lot of unforced errors in this first set. I think they're still waking up, getting used to the environment here at the Bell Bank Sports Complex in Arizona.
Yo, we have a window right above our court here. I wonder if that affects the play on that side over there at all.
Yeah. It's all right. They bounce back. They're up 23. No,
It's tied up
tied.
now. Yep.
Tied up at 23-23.
That guy over there looks like Keaton in 10 years. Do you see him?
Oh, yeah.
In the shirt?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Forcing him to use his hands right there. Good touch by that outside.
Solid block.
He's an option. Setter's live, sets the outside. Goes hard cross court. Way to attack that middle in the left back. He knows he's back there. Smart play by Isaiah. What's he give me?
I can't see it.
Okay, no worries.
8-5.
All right side, buddy. So warm it up. There's a net play there. Look at Turner Douglas making the right call finally. That's at least one right call by Turner Douglas. Are you proud of him? My good friend Katie
yes,
Overstreet.
Yes, he's been doing this for a bit, so I would hope his calls are legit.
If there's anybody who's going to finish out this game, it's Joe, who's back on the line. Puts up a fast, sets Brandon Greenway a little bit too wide. Good read by Libero, sets to the right side, Isaiah. He's able to sneak through that ball. Isaiah, nice job. Now this is 25-24. Dallas Dogs are up. Probably the last person you want on the line if you're the Rising Tide. Very aggressive serve. What a serve by him. And as I just stated,
Calais knows what he's talking about.
Trenton Lance puts that ball away due to the aggressive serve from Isaiah Akfale. Oh my goodness, what a play by him. Score is 26-24. What a first set that we come over here. It's a VLA, Dallas Dogs versus the Rising Tide. We will be back. Please come back and watch the rest of this game. This game is a great one so far if you are a part of the VLA. Fire! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new guest as commentator right here. Nick Gibson.
People know him
by
by
Gibby.
Gibby.
Replacing me, as they have requested me to join the Feed My Starving Children movements in Tucson. So, Nick Gibson here to join. Turner Douglas, that R2, finally he's been replaced by a good one, Jack Call. Turner Douglas, what an idiot. Here you go, Nick Gibson.
Is that what the commentary's been like this whole time?
Calais was talking way too much. I will not be able to keep up with that. But he does have to go coach, so he's off.
Well, Katie, personally, I'm very excited to be here and watch this very entertaining match.
Okay, that's good.
Dogs versus Tide. Who are your stars of the match so far, Katie?
So we were talking about Isaiah on Dallas Dogs. He's like their dude, right? They go to him a lot. He puts the ball away a lot. Really effective at the net. That's who I've been watching. Their lib is also really good. Oh, I take that back.
The lib letting one drop there because Katie mentioned him. If she had said nothing, he would have gotten that for sure.
Got in his head.
I agree with you. I say Isaiah, number 11.
Right.
He is killing it. He has a heavy arm. Let's see, number 13, Trenton Lance. He seems to be a mainstay of the Dogs. Also has a cannon. Tide taking some swings off the block, getting some points. I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but the Dogs have the potential to be promoted to Tier 1
This
today.
season?
Today. If they
That
win
is
these
really
two
exciting
matches,
for them.
they could get 6 points that they need to get to 50 and be promoted,
No way.
which is insane,
I'm kind of rooting for them then.
right?
Love that.
Let's get them up here.
Yeah.
Let's get
More Tier 1 teams.
Yeah, let's get 9 teams in Tier 1.
That's kind of crazy for their second season.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Just out of bounds on that serve. Took some speed off of it. No avail. One of Katie's stars going back, number 11, Isaiah. Let's see how he handles this jump serve. And he gets that ace.
Expected.
Just what we expected. Good call, Katie. Let's see what he can do. How many more points he can get. They love having him back there. Took some speed off that time. Joe with the buttery hands.
Out of bounds.
Just out. Beautiful pass.
High pass.
Joe handling that very
wow.
well. Off the head,
Did
it
you
looked
see
like.
his hand?
Yes, off the head.
Off the head.
Jordan Moses with that last kill.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
Jordan Moses with that roof.
Love to see it.
Commanding roof. Wow. I don't know many more things that happen in volleyball that get your team more pumped up than a roof of that caliber.
Very solid block. Love it.
I love that play. Could have been executed a little better, but that's all right. And those sets just a bit tight, just a bit low. Especially when in comparison to Joe's normal sets.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Can't be perfect all the time. You know?
Unless you're Joe. Well-controlled pass there.
There we go.
Off the hands. Oh, no. Almost got hit with that ball. That's all right. Nice aggressive serve, bound to happen. Another top spin from the Dogs' right side. And the Bick coming in, number 5 in blue. I'd love to see them get more of those back row attacks.
Run them more?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to see them run them more.
Mhm.
Highly effective set, that is. And just
Oh,
about 10 feet out on that jump serve.
Got some spectators in it.
Let's see who's going back there. Number 13, Trenton Lance. Outside for the Dogs. Solid swing, solid serve.
Nice pass.
Very well controlled
There we
pass. Good take. And the
Oh.
Dogs just let it drop. Definitely don't want that second ball to be that close to the net, but someone could have gotten there.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Got to get that over.
All right, number 14 in blue. Sean Schmutz coming back. The float serve. Dogs struggling to keep it in control with a free ball to Rising Tide. Let's see what they can do with it. Tempo ball to the outside. Libero cannot handle it.
Man,
Sean back to the service line. Let's see if he can keep them on their toes. And just Space Cadet into the audience back there.
I have 8-9.
Posture check, everybody. I was slouching hard. Beautiful pass. Drawing that outside up with the set. One-on-one for the middle. Terminating it. Very nice. Textbook, you might say, Katie.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. A short float taken by the setter.
Setter just passed that?
That was the setter that passed that one. I believe that was a touch off the block.
That was kind of cool.
That was kind of cool. You don't see that too often. Especially because it was handled so well. Libero got to there, yeah. They did what they needed to.
Who said setters can't serve receive?
Especially 2 feet off the net. And then Isaiah handled that one nicely. Who do we have going back? We have Gabo. Nice shoot to the middle. Touch off the block. Very nice. Ooh, and Isaiah Akfalier destroying that ball. You love to see that. I think it's the stash, Katie.
Does it give you powers?
I'm pretty sure his stash has given him powers.
I always wondered.
I guarantee it, because I can't do that, and I do not have a stash.
You can't grow a stash.
No. All right, last time it was a short float. Went straight out. Let's see what happens this time. Definitely not that.
Wow. Much better.
Well passed. Nice touch off the block. Playing just a bit shallow, which is fair on the one-on-one. Nice touch off the block, though. Just couldn't get anything off that. All right, we have our boy Isaiah back serving. Ooh, and a nice touch off the block. Handled by the right side. And touch off the block, out.
Of bounds.
Point Dogs. Trenton Lance with that kill. Try to pull up both of the Lancers at the same time. That would be very helpful.
You can like right click. I don't know how to work Max, to be honest. We could just.
Free ball to Tide. Handled well. Joe reversing the flow and a roof. Commanding roof by Trenton Lance. Very nice one-on-one block.
We just want like both rosters up. Like we want both rosters up. And we can only see one at a time.
Touch off the block. Did he get him? He did get him. He's calling it.
He's calling the touch.
Let's
no
see
touch?
let's see if any refs notice. He was
Did you
calling
see
his
a
own touch. He's calling his own touch, so
There we go.
they gave it to him. He had to insist that he touched it.
No one wanted to believe him.
The refs did not want to give it to them. Let's see if the Dogs can use it to their advantage. They're up 1, 15-14. Just out by Trenton. Tide tying it up. Little touch off the block, going back over. Some patty cake at the net. Sean with his float serve. Are those fish on his headband, Katie? Can you see?
Those are, in fact, fish. Yes,
He's got
colorful
some fish. Some Rising Tide
Nice
themed
little touch,
headgear.
yes.
Very nice. Isaiah
Adding
straight
some
through the hands of the block. Isaiah, a key factor for the Dogs, I think. Help them get their way to the Tier 1 scene. Gabo, nice float. Handled well, though. Nobody up to block on the back row attack. Number 10 on that D-ball. Executed beautifully. Joe, a master of reversing the flow. Another D-ball, another kill. I'm sensing a pattern. Set the back row, get a kill.
Yes.
Let's see if it keeps going. What about Tide, Katie? Who should we be looking for?
Who do we watch on Tide?
Yes.
Well, Joe, obviously.
Obviously,
Always.
Joe.
Love watching him play.
Yes.
Me and Clay were talking about that earlier. Well, and I was watching number 9.
Yes.
I recognize
Brandon
him. So
Greenway.
He was on Ascension.
I know he's an Arizona player.
Oh.
Being on Ascension, you'd think I would know, and I do recognize him.
It's been a bit since you've played, though.
I've been injured for a bit.
Yeah.
This isn't my fault.
How's recovery going, by the way?
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Just watching. But, you know. I get to be here with all the fans. Watching some lovely volleyball on this nice Sunday morning. Isaiah serving to the net. A rare error on his part. Number 21 for Tide, Dylan Haskell, going back to serve. Middle blocker. 6'8" on the back line. Floats are coming. Handled well by the libero. And through the block for a kill. Number 16 in white. Daniel Jacobs. Another powerhouse. I've noticed he has a very good block.
Daniel?
Daniel, yes. Especially when you see him at the net versus...
Oh, there you go.
There he is, getting that touch. And Trent, Dogs just
across
are
the board,
balling.
they have a really good block.
Yes, their block is hard to surmount, it seems. Float serve from 21 in white. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful turn. Straight down the line. Jordan Moses, number 10. Coming back to serve. 6'4" opposite for Tide. Jump serve. Straight to Isaiah. Ooh.
Oh.
Hit the antenna on that.
Barely grazed it.
They'll get him back on the block, I think. Make up for that antenna. Ooh. Oh, almost got him. Off the middle, number 5 in white. Not able to press in time. Josh Daly. Back for Tide serving, number 10, Jordan Moses. Let's see if he serves Isaiah again. It's been 2 for 2 so far. Nope, serves out. A good run for him, though. Tide having taken the lead on that run. Jump serve coming. Let's see how Tide handle it. Perfectly. That was very strange.
Oh, that was weird.
I personally didn't catch all that just happened. I thought it was just off the net, but I guess there's a touch off the block.
Definitely touch, yes.
Okay. Tide getting the ball back. Up by 2. Brandon Greenway back to serve. 6-4 outside. Jump serve. Beautiful jump serve. Gives his team back the ball. Let's see what they do with it. Joe off the touch. Handled nicely by Isaiah. And forces it through the triple. When in doubt, hit it as hard as you can. That's what I'm learning, Katie. Or find the gap. One of those two.
You know, I wish I had more knowledge in hitting. Just not my thing. Being a 5'2".
For context, Katie is a 5'2" libero, but she's great.
I always swing high hands.
If there's no block, she'll get a kill probably. Ooh, through the outstretched arms. Joe commandingly taking that swing.
Yep.
All right, game point, tied. To tie it up, 1-1. Let's see. Back to serve number 14, Sean Schmutz. One of the best names on the roster, I think. Sean Schmutz.
Sean Schmutz.
Float serve. Sent out to Isaiah. Let's see if there's a touch. No touch.
No touch, wow.
A few feet out. All right. Tie it up. Sets 1-1. 15. Let's see if he reverses it. He does. Goes to the right side. A little roll shot. Joe trying to force the middle, and it works. Just a one-handed jab at it by the setter in white, number 15, Gabo. Joe back to serve. Nice short serve, handled as well as could be expected from the libero. Very well placed, right to the corner. Another point for Tide. Taking an early lead. Let's see if Dogs can get back into it. Another float serve coming from Joe. There we go. Off the touch. Dogs scoring right back. Off a hit from number 16, Daniel Jacobs. Right side for Dogs. Isaiah back with the jump serve for the Dogs. Distinct lack of power on that one. I think he held something back.
His toss was a little off.
Yeah. Trying to get that arm swing in check. Number 5 in blue. Ooh. Nice swing, number 21, Matt Gagner. Ooh. I saw a bit of squinting going on that pass. Maybe blinded by the windows behind us. Dogs trying to get back into it, tied up here. Ooh. Very nice block by Daniel Jacobs. I'm a fan of these one-on-one roofs that the Dogs seem to be getting. Dogs tying it up, 3-3. Back one. Kept alive. Miscommunication there on the Dogs. Seemed like number 15 was midair. Couldn't really do much about that. Sends it back for the one-on-one. Wow. Crushes it down the line. Number 16. See what he can do at the service line now. Jump serve coming. Daniel Jacobs in white. Float serve. My mistake. Ooh. I think if he trusted his jump serve, he would have gotten a lot more out of that. Jump serve from Tide. Beautiful pass by libero in blue.
Good.
Not much coverage going on there.
Definitely not.
I'm a big fan of trusting your hitters to get the job done, but you should always be there just in case.
Always, yes.
Always.
That's just volleyball 101.
That's just volleyball.
Cover your hitters, back them up.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Dogs taking a lucky break there. Going back to serve number 13, Trenton Lance for the Dogs. He's got a heavy arm. Beautiful swing. Not out of system, though, especially with Joe setting. Ooh,
Wow.
Daniel Jacobs setting Isaiah
was
Thomas
pretty.
for that swing. That was gorgeous.
That was really pretty. I
You
think
wouldn't
he
even know they
surprised
were out of
himself.
system.
Yeah.
I think so, too. That was a dime. And he made a great choice of where that ball went, too. You can never go wrong setting Isaiah,
No,
especially with his form right now.
He's one hitter that will get the job done for
Yes.
you. No need to cover Isaiah.
Ty doing a good job of managing these tough jump serves. Siding out quickly. Still down 1. Let's see if Brandon Greenway on the service line can get anything done for his team. Jump serve coming. A little low for Isaiah there, but he uses the block. Not only can he swing, he can use his brain. That's wild. I'm a middle. I don't do that. He is an outside. Usually outsides are smarter.
Yes. You're just a young pup, though. Keep playing. You'll learn some things.
Ooh.
Right.
Daniel Jacobs taking those one-arm stabs. Haven't worked for him yet. Definitely can get there, though. He's a quick guy. Tied still down by 1. Let's see who's on the back line.
You got
Number
number 4.
4.
Okay. Number 4.
Number 4 in blue on the back line. Not handled the best, but given to Isaiah.
Oh.
And
right
like I said, you
there.
cannot go wrong setting Isaiah. Tempo ball, he'll take care of that.
Yep.
I think you might have been ready for that one too, Katie. If you had been up swinging, that fast set, you would have gotten that.
I would have hit it over the net.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Gabo, that float serve. Ooh. Beautiful block set up by the Dogs. Taking a 3-point lead, 11-8. Beautiful pass. Beautiful up by Gabo. Couldn't get anything out of that, though. Yep. Dug it out of the net, but right back into the net. Dogs constantly on their heels that point. Try to get back in control. Starting with the serve. Float serve from Joe. Ooh. A beautiful block. Daniel Jacobs roofed. Number 10 and 21 in blue. Jordan Moses and Dylan Haskell. Commanding block. Followed by a float serve out. You know, that last roof was on Daniel Jacobs as opposed to being from Daniel Jacobs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I think usually he's the one blocking.
I think so.
No touch. I saw no touch. Refs does see a touch. Touch off the block there. Handled well by Isaiah. Back set.
That's it.
Just out. Tough break there. Just a few inches out. That's all that
I
it
thought
takes.
it was in, honestly.
I
It
did
was
too.
Close, yeah.
Line judge says differently. Ooh, let's see what they can do with this.
Use the block,
Not so
yeah.
sure about that
Yeah.
block touch there. Kind of made it impossible for anyone else to get to it. You got to do what you got to do. Matt Gagner back to serve, number 21 in white. Float serve to the corner. Not handled well, but
Out
right
of
to the barrel,
system.
luckily. Yes. Ooh,
Oh, big old net.
big old net. A little overeager there.
I agree. Not necessary.
I don't know, sometimes you just get that chance and you stop realizing that there's a net right in front of you.
Is that how it works? That's what happens?
You mean you don't know? You have to have at least gotten one block in your life.
I have gotten, maybe I could count on one hand how many blocks I've gotten, and they were very exciting.
When's the last time you got a roof, Katie?
A roof?
A roof.
Do you count
Just
like
straight
soft
down.
touches?
No, soft touches don't count.
But soft touch to like a no touch?
Yeah.
Maybe a year ago in a rec league.
We'll take it. That counts.
Heck yeah.
A solid kill, but number 9 in blue, Brandon Greenway. Give his team the point. Try to tie it up. Very nice seam serve.
Back row.
Ooh, right on the line.
Oh, he called in.
That was a beautiful swing by Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, these back row attacks, though, you called it.
Yeah. Consistent in the front row, but almost unbeatable in the back row.
Yeah.
Up by 2 dogs. Back to service Trenton. Number 13, Trenton Lance. Received well by the line judge, Timmy Lay. I'd give it a 1 pass, but you can't expect much. He's holding the flag. He's not warmed up. Service by Brandon Greenway, 9 in blue. Jump serve coming. Right to the libero. Not handled well. Joe taking a swing right down the line. Isaiah unable to handle it. Seems a bit frustrated with himself. I think he could have gotten that.
He was there for sure.
5 times out of 10.
Ready for it.
Yeah, I feel like he was expecting Joe to hit it a little harder, to be honest. Sam Schuldenberg, libero in blue, number 12. Let's see if he can handle this one. Nope, didn't need to. Pretty dependable, I think. I was surprised at that overpass. Ooh, a commanding dump. No one in sight. I think those are the toughest to handle when it's a perfect pass, because you have to just make sure you're aware of all the hitters, and then the setter just
the setter dumps.
takes it.
Yeah. That's what makes Joe such a great setter. Is he's so good offensively as well.
Absolutely. Gabo Quinones. Float serve well handled. Beautiful set. Touch off the block, but pulled back down on his own side. Point tied. Hard float by Joe Cummin. Beautiful set. One-handed, one ball. No blockers. Blocks pulled to that set.
I love those so much.
That's a middle's
The
dream.
Yes,
that is
so
a middle's
pretty.
dream. But a defender's nightmare,
Yeah.
which is what you are.
Yes. You don't see those too often in the girls' game, honestly.
That's fair. That's fair. Drill down the line. Number 10 in blue, Jordan Moses. Those kills down the line don't seem like they have the most power over them. They're just controlled.
Yeah.
Controlled well.
Yeah.
Tough serve out.
It's really scary seeing a hitter go up in front of you down the line and just being ready to take a really hard ball.
Absolutely. Nice touch off the block. Handled well by the middle. Back to Daniel Jacobs. Libero gets it. Joe gets it beautiful. Ooh. Triple block. Does not manage to get a piece of it. Ooh, and an ace. Number 21, Matt Gagner. Looked like it hit the bottom of his arm that time. Nice swing around the block off the defender. Isaiah Thomas not able to defend it. Isaiah Akfale. Dogs up 2. Let's see if Tide can come back. They need a little run here. It's getting close to the end. Beautiful float serve. Set a little tight.
Oh,
Bit of a trap
there
set.
To help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you see that coming. You have to get in
You
there.
really have to be there. There's only so much number 13 and White can do with that.
Right.
Trenton Lance trapped. He's like just trying to
think
recycle
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Yeah. Another solid float serve. Coming back, yes. 2. Monster block. Daniel Jacobs on the receiving end of another house.
Man.
That is a momentum shifter, especially now that it's tied.
These are close sets.
There we go. Dogs needed that to stay in it, I think. If Tide take that point, I think it's a definite timeout or maybe a game over, to be honest, for the
Really?
Dogs.
Dogs have got some fight in them, though. They've been keeping it close all game.
That's fair. That's fair. Daniel Jacobs float from the service line. And another ace.
Nice. The lid.
Deep float to the seam that time. Miscommunication, maybe.
So I head back to that seam between those two.
He targets it again. This time, a very nice pass. One-on-one off the block. Gabo Quinones tooled. Dogs looking for a perfect pass here to try to side out. Nice jump, and we get a perfect pass right there.
Wow.
Over the block. Number 5 in white.
Perfect.
Josh Daly. Beautiful kill. Hitting to the power side, noting that the blocker was up with the setter. Smart man right there. Game point here for the Dogs. Trenton Lance with the jump serve. Let's see if he can end it here. A dime pass. Ooh.
Oh. Same. It's like they're right there. They're just never really ready for it.
I don't know what it is about that sideline, but their positioning is perfect. Platform's not so much. But they're there.
They are.
Tide trying to push one to tie it up. Jump serve. Brandon Greenway. Overpass. That is not what you want to see as the Dogs. That is what you want to see if you're tied, though. Wonderful kill by Joe. Especially on 2. That option ball. Another jump serve by Brandon Greenway. Foot fault.
No. Wow.
He's just happy he didn't do that last point. Because that would have lost them the game instead of just that 1 point.
Yes. Still not great timing.
Very much not great timing. Josh Daly, short float. Quite the arc on that one. D-ball set from Joe. Beautiful touch off the block. Tempo ball to Isaiah. Does not get that kill. Another kill, or another hit from Joe. Ooh, off the head. A very good effort trying to get that ball.
For sure.
Could not run it down. And that is the end of the set. Rising tide, back to serve. Nice D-ball set.
That was a good dig.
Oh, interesting take by the middle and white. Gorgeous set. Ooh. Able to recycle it, though. And Joe takes it, and he kills. Wow.
I'm sure he looks for any opportunity to hit over the net.
I think he just wants to get set.
I think
Someone get this
he
guy.
wants all the stats. He wants all the assists, all the kills.
Someone get this guy an outside hitter position.
I'm sure he'd love that.
Someone's got to be willing to offer him some money. I might build my own team around him, to be honest.
I'll chip in.
Any sponsors out there, I'm willing to hear. Just a dependable float. Sent out to Isaiah. Oh, yeah, no doubles in the VLA. We're fine. Daniel Jacobs off the block. That's a double.
Good save.
Beautiful swing by Isaiah. I keep wanting to call Isaiah Jacobs, but it's Daniel Jacobs and Isaiah Akfale or Akfaye.
You know, I don't know, and I don't want to.
I'm gonna say
botch
Akfaye
their
because it
last
sounds
names.
cooler. He can beat me up in the parking lot later if I'm wrong.
But you sound cool, though. You're making him sound cooler.
Ooh,
Wow.
that is up. Wow, that was incredible. Off the chest down the line. 2 up to block that one, and it is down.
Block, soft block.
Sealed very
yeah,
well.
I'm telling you. These teams have got to be better at covering with these blocks.
Yes. I think that's just kind of a shortcoming for both teams, not really being there for their teammates when the block's up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Wow.
crushed down the line by number 10 in blue, Jordan Moses. Beautiful swing. Let's see if they can keep going on that momentum. I know I'd be hyped after that one. I don't know if I'd serve Isaiah. Although, if the block's up, the block's up. Who are you targeting if you're the server right now, Katie?
Right now, honestly, the lib has been struggling a little bit in service seed.
I agree.
Yeah.
With that overpass at the end of the last set,
Right.
I think definitely target the lib.
Yeah.
Beautiful swing. Let's go, Matt Gagner. You love to see that. Especially with that overpass take that he had that was just kind of awkward
Yeah,
looking.
Yes.
That's a confidence builder right there. Oh,
Oh.
Isaiah. The man.
Isaiah.
I cannot say his name enough. From the service line, at the net, anything really. Ooh, just deep that time. Looking a lot more confident on the serve that time than at the beginning of last set, I noticed. Maybe it's just a side preference. Can't be sure.
Honestly, I do think that window up here above our court is really, really rough to play with.
Yeah. To the players' credit, there is a window right behind us that is probably going to get worse as the day goes by.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ah.
beautiful touch off the block.
Yes, yes. But once again, not recovered.
Sometimes when it's right above you as a blocker,
Yeah, for sure.
you're just scared of, as soon as you look up, getting hit straight in the face,
Yeah.
or you're just not aware. Usually it's just not being aware. Because who knows where that ball went.
Spinning in circles looking for the ball.
Exactly. Nice high inside. Recycled well. Joe with the,
Oh,
wow.
That was cool.
Takes some volleyball IQ.
Yes.
I love seeing good volleyball like this, being surrounded by a bunch of young players. It's really cool. I wish the women's team was in here.
I know. Where are my girls at? Usually, though, we love doing them here at Festival because we do get a lot of support from the younger girls. They love to circle the courts and just cheer on whoever, watch some good volleyball.
Absolutely. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
This is where I'd be if I was here as a player or
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
Top spin. Daniel Jacobs. Joe with the set. Off the block. And in, I think. Vince is calling touch. Pretty sure that was in. It is tool time. You might have heard that from the court. Number 9 in blue, Brandon Greenway. Jump serve for Tide. Tied at 6s. Isaiah Jacobs just handling everything, really. Not Isaiah Jacobs. I did it again. I'm so sorry, Isaiah. Isaiah Akfaye. Akfale sounds more natural, though.
Akfale? Maybe we should ask him.
I'm nervous. Do you think he'd even talk to me?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. He seems like a really nice guy. Touch off the block. No one in white going for it, though. That was kind of weird.
That's what I was thinking. 6'6" is he's a big boy.
Yeah. It's probably 6'4".
Yeah.
Ooh, and that's up with the pancake. Bit of a stutter step on the approach from number 5, but getting that kill anyway. A nice cross court, straight to the line. Straight to the corner is what I meant to say.
Yes.
Straight to the corner. And I believe number 5 is Thomas Nelson. Ooh.
Good morning.
What's up? Byron walking in front of the camera right now. Got his braids going.
Braided hair, so beautiful. I'm sure his girlfriend Kaylee did that.
Oh, I'm sure. I would be quite impressed if he did that. Right down the line. That was impressive.
Getting closer, yeah.
That scores every single time. I don't know if that's not easily replicable.
But not surprising from Isaiah.
Very true. Not surprising. I kind of wanted him to do that last time, the one that he hit out. I'm glad he went there this time. Making Joe move. Still got 2 blocks up. Handled well. Back to Isaiah. Touch off the block. Very nice touch off the block. Joe probably stepped back. Yes. 1-on-1. Terminated. Number 10. Jordan Moses. Taking care of business. Tied up by 2 now. Joe's tired. It's a bit early to be tired. I believe he plays next match.
Do they play next?
I think so.
Oh, boy.
Either them or DAWGS. But either way, he's going to be playing again today.
Joe's not even sweating. What is he doing?
Who is that? Is that?
That's Jay Bishop.
We had an Ascension player sprawled out very near the court.
The end line.
Unruly. John Bishop. Ooh.
Wow.
Was that the face,
That
Katie?
was off the top of the head.
That looked like it was head to
Maybe
me.
forehead. Yeah. I guess we'll see if it turns right or not.
Let's watch the replay. For the record, we do not have a replay. Looking at the heights here, I'm seeing just a bunch of 6'6", 6'8". Might be a little inflated because
usually it is.
I mean, your roster's got to be intimidating, you know?
What height do you put on your roster?
I put it 6'6", and I am 6'6". Although I have...
That's not, I mean, you don't have to inflate your height at all.
I'll stand right next to some of these 6'8", 6'9" guys and be about exactly as tall as them, so I don't know. 6'2" outside. Number 5. Thomas Nelson. Or at least that's what I was told his name was. I don't see his number here.
See it.
I was told he's actually
number 12.
Here,
Oh,
Thomas
I see,
Nelson, yeah. Serve into the net by 11 in white. 14 in blue back. Sean Schmutz with the fish headband. He's got a nice float serve. Usually goes cross court. Let's see if he does it. Short float this time. Handled perfectly. I think they're going for us, Katie. Next one's going to hit one of us. I know it. It's getting closer and closer. Sean Schmutz back at the service line. Tied up 4 points. just
That got
off
through
the
the
block
block, yeah?
inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's tough.
That is very tough. Especially with a nice triple setup right there. You
Right.
really got to make sure you press in there.
Right.
Don't give any balls away that you don't need to. Kind of just wiping his platform around. We got a net on Tide, I believe 10. I think it was outside the antenna, though. Tide is trying to argue that the net was outside of the antenna. Point given to the Dogs. Matt Gagner back to serve for Dogs. Very consistent. Ooh, a beautiful touch. Matt Gagner with that dig. That is not who I expected to get that ball. Dogs are sure there was a touch on the block. I personally did not see one.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Did you see a touch?
not see a touch.
I didn't see a touch. They're calling a touch.
Off of number 10, I believe.
That would be my guess, too. I'm giving that point to number 21 at the service line right now with that dig.
Oh, wow.
That was incredible.
It was. The athleticism.
Hold on. There's definitely a touch there, yes.
Oh, boy.
Touch. Touch off the shoulder. I was going to say.
Off the shoulder on the defender?
Yeah, he was trying to get out of the way. I was going to say, if they're not honest about that one, I'm not sure why they were trying to get Tide to be honest about theirs. But I'm glad they were. That's good volleyball. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Number 10 at the service line, Jordan Moses. Trying to cut it down the line. Unfortunately, not able to make it. Tide do not want to see those missed serves right now. They're only up by 2. Dogs are not nearly out of this. Ooh.
Oh.
Seems like it was just a
Missed
bit low of a
contact.
set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit.
Kind of just swung through it. Might have hit the wrist. That's all right. He's a new middle in. I think that was his first set. They're going to get that timing. Daniel Jacobs with a rip down the middle of the court. No touch on that one.
Nope.
Just out. Dogs taking the lead here. 16-15. As I was saying, Dogs are never out. And now they're up.
Oh, they got a lot of fight.
Tide let up.
Yeah.
I'm personally hoping for a 5th set because this is good volleyball.
It's great. Yeah, the rallies are awesome.
Daniel Jacobs just ripping it down the line. Gorgeous swing.
Oh.
Took some off of that. Right to the tee. I'm surprised Joe didn't set back. He's always, like, if you see him on the left side of the court, that ball's usually going to the
goes
right.
Yeah.
Jump serve from Brandon Greenway. Perfect pass. Bouncing off the block for a kill. Number 5, Josh Daly. Well executed. Trenton Lance back, number 13 in white. A powerful jump serve. Beautiful jump serve, right in the seam. You don't see that too much from Tide's libero.
Yeah, that usually handles those pretty easily.
Yeah,
I think he waited a little too long to react.
I think so too. He's just got to take that inside step a little quicker. That's a timeout from Tide. Trying to get in front of this run that the Dogs seem to be on. Especially with a strong server like Trenton back there.
Oh,
going to check real fast, see who plays next, because I know it's Ascension versus somebody.
One of these teams, obviously.
It is Ascension versus DAWGS next. So DAWGS trying to come out of this match hot.
Yeah, and they've got a smaller roster too, so.
They do have a smaller roster. If they take this set and then take a victory against Ascension, they're in Tier 1. They've been promoted. That's 50 points.
That's really exciting for them.
They're at 44 right now, and it's 3 for a victory in 5. 4 because these are both Tier 1 teams that they're playing. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a roof. Off the block, out. I'm sorry, off the block, under the net. That is why I was confused.
Off the block,
on the DAWGS side, maybe off his foot, under the net. Otherwise, I don't know how that happened.
Still a little confused.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
that's a very well set up block.
Yeah.
Tied back in it. I want to see this as competitive as possible. I'm loving this. Never mind.
Oh.
Commentators curse. That is my fault. I'm sorry.
Go apologize.
I'm sorry, Tide. That's on me. Textbook pass. Very nice block by Matt Gagner. Well set up. Just kind of let them hit into him.
Right.
Take away their power. Short serve. Joe
There you
taking
go.
advantage of that. Very nice save by the audience, saving some cameras. If I were to, I'm pretty sure that's Isaiah's dad, actually. So really just the whole
there you
family's
go,
clutch.
yeah.
Trying to keep Tide off balance. Not able to do so that point. Very nice kill by number
That was
5
a really
in blue.
good swing, honestly.
Staying ready, number 5, Thomas Nelson. Tide needing a run here, especially with a strong float server like Joe at the back line. They need to put all of it into it, especially since they aren't playing next match. Free ball expected. They got to use this. Coming back? No. Outside, down the line. Very nice kill, Thomas Nelson. You know, sometimes you just expect Joe to reverse the flow so often that when he doesn't, it's surprising.
Yeah. Definitely a game changer, that guy.
It really is. Coming inside. Very nice up by number 2 in blue. And it hits the court. They're finding their outsides.
I just keep setting him.
Honestly, he's on fire. Thomas Nelson. Keep giving it to him. Maybe a set to the back row. One thing's for sure, they're going to the outside on the DAWGS side. Oh, a rare miss by Joe.
They were struggling to pass his serve, so that's kind of a lucky break.
DAWGS up 1. 15 in white. Gabo going back. Float serve. Let's see if they can handle it. Down the line, number 5. Inside set. Down the line. That is in. That is an off-speed kill to the corner. Very well done. (22-22). Thomas Nelson was just killing it on the outside. One-on-one on the... Oh, and Joe with a money dig. A nice set to the pin and blocked straight down by Daniel Jacobs.
No getting that one.
That is some high blocking ability by that man. He's almost as bouncy as his curls, I might say. Tide is impressing me with these passes. Joe does not need a dime pass, but he is getting them and he is using them.
That's what I say. He's not sweating.
Yeah. I don't know how Joe's tired. He's doing everything perfectly.
Right.
He makes it look effortless.
That's what
23s right now. It is getting down to it. Sean Schmutz. Kind of an easy float serve, if I'm being honest. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Bit of a swing, a weird swing of the platform there.
Weird too. He's like falling over as he took that, though.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Uh-oh.
I think it got hit in a place that you do not want to be hit.
Give him a second.
Yeah, I think we'll take a little timeout maybe. You know it's a good injury when people are laughing. It's less of a good injury when people are more shocked than anything. We're doing some
bicycle kicks. I don't know. Does that help with the pain?
I'm not sure. I'll have to try it next time. Seems to have helped. He's up.
That's good. All right, we're laughing it off. I think he'll be all right.
We have footage of how to fix this problem. That's a shame, too, because Thomas Nelson was kind of killing it, and that definitely throws you off a little bit.
How long does it take to recover from something like that?
Years. Maybe not years, but it could take a while. Matt Gagner back to serve. Playing some impressive defense once he's done at the service line, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Using the block there, number 9, Brandon Greenway. Tied up at 24s. Let's see if Tide can get a point or two here. They would really like to push this to 5. And he sends it. Does not seem to mind. I'm sensing no emotion on his face.
You have to go for it, though.
You do have to go for it. I don't blame him. If you just give a lollipop to Isaiah, that's a dime and that's a kill for the Dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Daniel Jacobs with the jump serve. Straight to 2 and blue. Ooh, down the line, off the defender. That is a great swing. Number 9, jump serving, Brandon Greenway. Trying to make it tough for Dogs. Another one.
Miss.
The problem is you don't see Dogs missing too many serves right now.
So are they aggressive?
Not to curse them or anything, but if I'm
go.
Dogs, I'm comfortable with Trenton back there. I cursed it. That was me.
Keep doing that?
I was trying to reverse curse it.
It doesn't work like that.
I should just express all my doubts. I'm sorry, Dogs. That's on me.
All right, let's see what this guy's got. Number 7.
Number 7, Jeff Sakida. Trying to impress the crowd around him. He does not.
It was that 4 in a row. This is some great volleyball here.
I don't think that was a sub that was necessarily worth it, Kate. Do you?
No comment.
Way to play safe there, commentator. Send it back? No. Double block. Beautiful
And
swing.
hit that corner.
That is clutch. Thomas Nelson not letting that minor injury affect him. Still sky high.
Looks pretty major when it happened. These are all dramatic.
Yeah, we're all fine. We don't actually feel anything. We got a sweet double. Isaiah hitting lefty. The set was a bit outside the antenna. Triple block, straight down.
Oh, yeah.
That's a half block for all 3 of them. But that is Thomas Nelson, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Isaiah's going straight angle.
Yeah.
So without a triple there, that's a kill, I think.
That set was dying a little too short, though.
Yeah,
He had
absolutely.
his only option.
Tied up for the first time in a while this set. An immaculate float serve. Set to the back row using this beautiful pass to the middle. Unfortunately not able to do anything with it. And another triple block. That's up, but we have a net. I also think it was down.
It was down.
Dogs tying it back up, 28s. I believe we had a match a weekend or two ago that went 36-34.
That's crazy.
That hit
Wow,
the line.
Yep.
Not only did it hit the line, it hit his foot.
Every time they've gone line, they've scored.
Yeah. We've got some impressive athletes out here. Making it look a lot easier than it really is. A beautiful serve. Free ball for Tide. Can they take it to 5? 1-on-1. And he does not do anything with it. He tries to go line. But it hits the antenna?
That was just not necessary.
I don't think it even went near the block.
It didn't. It hit like outside the antenna.
All right, let's see if DAWGS can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And they can. Isaiah at the service line. Tide taking a timeout after that one. I think that's a great call. Cool him down. I'm pretty disappointed after that missed hit, Katie, because that was everything they wanted.
Yes.
They had a beautiful
Split
one-on-one.
block,
Yeah, exactly. But to your credit, they have been going line, and it has worked every time.
Right, but
so,
work with your sets. That wasn't the set to do it on.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a one-on-one there, you got to swing just as hard as you can angle.
Yeah.
Especially if you are, let's see, Jordan Moses, 6'4", and he can jump. So.
Yeah, well, he's probably more like 6'2".
I don't know. Some guys are more honest than others.
I'm kidding.
I think Jordan Moses might be a bit more honest than others.
All right.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to stand next to him. Tide need this point to stay in it. If not, DAWGS take the match.
Isaiah's the guy to be back on the service line.
They want him back there. A great serve. Is that? No, that's a one-on-one. Beautiful set. You know, I understand being a little bit tentative as the middle on the DAWGS, but I think he should have committed to the outside there a little bit earlier because he could not get that block up, and he just used that on the outside. Number 14, Sean Schmutz, at the back. Nice float serve, handled well. Just able to, are we okay here? We had a little collision on the Tide. Same team though, nothing under the net. No ankles in play. Wiping up some moisture on the court. They must be putting in some effort or something to be
That's weird.
a little sweaty and gross.
Well, if they could just finish the game, that'd be great.
Well, Tide do not want that. Tide are trying to take this ball and put it back down DAWGS' throat.
Tide can win. That's cool. Let's just finish it.
One-on-one here.
Oh,
That is expertly placed.
Yeah, for sure.
That is staying cool in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. And down the line again.
That is match point with a double block, tight, and just putting it where you need to. That is impressive. Good job, Brandon Greenway. Number 10 back to serve for Tide. And
To the other court.
somehow even further than his last serve. I think it went over the crowd back there, over the stands.
It almost went over the other net.
That might have been in on the other side of the court back there. DAWGS keeping it alive.
Good touch for sure.
All right. Tide want to stay in it. I don't blame him. To be fair, I only heard it. I didn't see it. Topspin by 9 and blue. Strong server. I'm going to stop talking. Katie, just turn off my mic when I start talking about the servers. Tide do not want this, it seems.
If they were just make more of their serves, they probably would have ended this game by
Absolutely.
now.
DAWGS are not infallible.
Right.
That is a beautiful pass.
Whoa.
A monstrous block for the match. Number 5, Josh Daly. Commanding. Wow. DAWGS take it. They get 4 points, taking down Tier 1 tied.
That's a great way to finish
Incredible.
that game. Yeah.
Good job, Dogs, taking it in 4. 32-34.